Hey there, friend. I made this message specifically for you. By the time you hear this, that means I'm gone. Off somewhere. Where I am is not important. But you must also be thinking why I haven't had a chance to say goodbye. Or, more importantly, why we never met before. I'll explain that part later. So, I'm not going to sit here and say that all is going to be well and things will be bright and wholesome all the way through. Be motivated, feels good, man, just do it kind of vibe. I mean, there's some parts in your life that will be like that. But most of the time, you will face many hardships, and you'll wish you hadn't. Other times, doubt will cloud your mind with indecision. I'm telling you this now so you can acknowledge these dilemmas, so you can have the tools to face them. I mean what I say here, because I too have struggled with so many dilemmas in my life, before and during our time together. And I don't want you to face the same struggles. One of these is messing up and not bother to stand up and try again. This is common. Worse, as you travel, you'll find those who will project their beliefs onto you as a means of coping with their failings. They remain changeless. I certainly hope you're not turning into them. If you are, then I don't blame you. But you can redesign yourself. And this is one of many clues to help you on your journey. Start something new. Exciting, daring, and mysterious. Whatever that might be. That's if you have the right mindset. New Year's is coming up. And most people party so hard like it's the end of the world and wake up New Year's Day with a hangover or feel like a fork in the road. Have you noticed that? Here's another clue. Start by undoing bad patterns in you. It's not so much you're incapable of making changes. I believe you are. You have badly programmed scripts that need to be rewritten. Parts of your life story. No fillers attached. If you've gotten this far, if you want to see me again, then do something for me. Drop whatever it is you're holding back in life and gain some momentum towards the future. I know what you're thinking, and I've seen it before. This has also happened to me too, along with everyone in the world, and in stories of old and new. You're afraid. Afraid of taking the first few steps and getting rid of all the layers of brainwashing society lays out. I guess that's why the phrase, "we live in a society," is so common. People walk on eggshells, and if they question one small detail, they are ostracized for life. And their whole life grinds to a halt, and even die alone. This is another piece of advice I want you to have. Once you understand these scripts, to be more accurate, these existential scripts, write them down and find ways to disprove them. If you look into the eyes of people who say these things to you, what do you see? Can you sense something in them? Yeah. They're miserable because they did not build a future of their own. Instead, they radicalize, lie, and mistreat others who don't deserve it. I'm not saying be one of those humble know-it-alls or a charity machine. But don't be a jerk either. Hell, you might be one right now, even towards me as you listen to this. I know this will take time, but how can you change if you've never attempted to change at all? The point may be clear by now. Continue to grow and do not check out of life. That's it. The lack of optimism, idealism, and energy is what makes one walk off to the sidelines and say it's not worth it. Harsh? Yes, it is. So what can you do about it? This is my next clue. Figure out what your skills and talents are, and focus on them long enough to reach success. 1,000 forests are born from one small acorn. You don't have to be equal to the past in order to get to the future. You only think you do, for better or for worse. If something doesn't serve you well, get rid of it. I won't be disappointed. I gave up plenty. I wore them like a costume, tried one on, wore it for a while, and eventually got tired of it. Worse, I was trying to imitate those to get eyes, or even hurt those I thought I cared about. So, I got rid of them all. You could say I'm naked. Hey-o. All joking aside, though, it's good to find one that brings truth to you. Wipe away the slate and the ego, because it's faded. So the last clue if you want to find me. For once in your life, suspend all your judgments and lies about yourself, and surrender to improving yourself. Some of the oldest people in the world are still students. Find what you love, do the work without questioning the process, and see what happens. I can say what will happen. You will design something beautiful, beneficial, and bright. And never, ever look back. I promise you this will be good. You are good. Now, why are you getting this from a total stranger like me? Because if you do manage to build a future, and you somehow manage to find me, or hear my name, then I'll extend my hand to you. I'm always looking for someone to help me build things, and to keep me company. You are far more important in this life. You got so much potential. Every win you make gives me another reason to live longer. The new year is upon us. Here's to the future. Good luck, my friend.